Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm Cyrus Webb. Glad that you all could join us. We're excited to welcome author Charmaine Marie to our program today. We're going to talk to Charmaine not only about her journey as a storyteller, but what it's been like for her to see the response to her books, My Baby's Daddy 1, and also book 2 that just came out this year. If you guys have not had a chance to read the books, of course, we'll let you know how to be able to get them for yourself. There's Charmaine. Going to go ahead and bring her in. If you have not gotten your copies of the books, you can get them in my Amazon store at cyruswebstore.com. We'll remind you of that at the end of our broadcast, as well as how you guys can stay connected. Hello to you, Herschel. Stay connected with Charmaine, and also stay connected with all the great things she's doing. Charmaine, hello to you.
Hi, Cyrus. How are you?
I am doing great. I should say this is Charmaine's very first live conversation on Instagram and Facebook, so glad that she could be a part of this with us. First of all, Charmaine, congratulations to you on My Baby's Daddy 1 and also book 2. What has it been like for you to be able to see the response to the book so far?
Say, what has it been like? What?
Yeah, what has it been like for you to see the response to the book so far?
It's been really good. There's a lot of people have said they love the book and they love book 1 and book 2. The response has been really good. A lot of people are getting it, and they're sending me like messages. They're emailing me, they're texting me to let me know how they feel about the story. And a lot of people have done reviews too on Amazon. So it's really good to see that. I love it.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those people too. And I have to say, Raquel, who's the main character of the series, Charmaine, I think she's so relatable. I think when I first went into the books, hello to you, Kizzo, hello to you, Cindy, and Brandon, when I the series, I didn't know what to expect. But I think that the characters are so relatable, even though the story is pretty intense at times. Is that one of the things that you're hearing, that people can relate to certain aspects of what Raquel is going through?
Yes, that's what I'm getting from people. They can relate, they can understand, and they like the fact that it's like real life. Even though to some people it may seem like this would never happen, it's really real life for some people. This does happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's go back, Charmaine, for those who are just now following your journey. When did you first realize that being an author was something that you wanted to do?
Well, I've been writing since I was a kid. I used to write books, and my mom used to read them like all the time. My teachers would read them when I was in like, I think second or third grade. I wrote a play in school that we actually got to do. And so these characters like Raquel and them, my first book, you read that one too. That was What About the Children? And so Raquel is a character that was in that book, her and her friends, and it's bringing her story that she started to share in that book. It's bringing it out. So I think that I've gotten better as an author as time has gone on. And so now I really enjoy the writing. And then when people are saying, when's the next one? I need to know what's going to happen next. It makes me want to write even more, you know?
Yeah. What a cool thing. And that has to be a great feeling too, right? To know that people are looking forward to it. I want to get back into the main story for those who have not read My Daddy's Baby first. I think, and we'll talk around it, Charmaine, for those who haven't read it. But what we find with Raquel is something that we find with men and women today, right? They're looking for love, and sometimes they find love in places that they shouldn't. And then the book kind of deals with the consequences of that. Talk to us about the what if scenario. How did you come up with what was Raquel's story?
I came up with her story because actually she just started out just to be a daughter that was being raised by her dad. And initially when I was writing it was just like a great story, happy ending or whatever. But when you're a writer, it's like your characters start to speak to you. And so my story that's so perfect, it's like Raquel was talking to me and saying, no, this is what happened. This is what I'm going through. These are things me as a kid, nobody's even asking me. Everybody's just looking at me like this is a kid and I don't get questions. So as I was writing and trying to make the good book, it made me bring reality into it, what some people might be going through. And then as a Christian, to make it faith-based, that shows that this happens to anybody. And sometimes we have to forgive, and we have to think about what other people might be going through that puts them in the situations where they put other people in bad situations, you know? So
Right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that about the faith aspect, because that is an interesting part of book one and book two. I want to say this too, and we should say, even though this is fiction, right? This is the truth for people. This is part of their truth. And part of the truth is that even when it comes to people of faith, things are done that should not be done. And we see that come up in My Baby's Daddy, and we see the consequences of it and My Baby's Daddy too.
yes.
Those consequences. How important was that, Charmaine, to show that this was not just a coming of age story? It wasn't even just a love story. It was a story of truth and consequences.
It was. So in the first story, because basically it really just sets it up. So it sets it up, and it makes it seem like, because as Christians, you know, we're supposed to forgive. We do forgive. Whatever. So it just shows that how you can forgive. But when it comes to the next book, it shows that, you know, I do forgive you, but you did this. And although I forgive you, I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to tolerate what you did. I don't have to be beside you because of what you did, but I do forgive you. And now you need to deal with the consequences of what you did, because it's not going to be a secret.
Yeah.
So
true.
A lot of times people, it doesn't just have to be Christians, but you think that maybe it's all going to be swept under the rug. This will always be a secret. Nobody has to know. Nobody will ever know. But it just shows that how, like, even with Sheila coming back and saying, you know, I love my husband, but no way can I do this, you know.
Right. And I think that's it. And I think that's the big thing. I want to say, for those who are just tuning in, you're watching Cyrus Webb Presents on whatever platform you're finding us on: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're speaking with author Charmaine Marie today. We're talking to Charmaine not only about her journey as a storyteller, but also her books I had a chance to read, called My Daddy's Baby and also My Daddy's Baby 2. Both of them are available through Amazon. You guys can find them at cyruswebstore.com. Let's see. We have a comment here from Cassandra. Thank you so much, Cyrus. I listen every day now. Thank you for presenting Never Give Up by Kara B. I love this song. Thank you so much, Cassandra. I appreciate that. You know, we try to bring great conversations, great artists to this platform, and Charmaine is definitely one I've been able to enjoy. Charmaine, that's an interesting segue for us. Social media. You and I have never met each other in person.
Right.
We've connected through social media. We're having our first face-to-face today.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
So how has social media helped you in sharing your books with the world?
It's helped a lot, because normally I might just be able to reach my family and just maybe my immediate friends, but I've shared it with my family and friends, and they've shared it with their family and friends. And then there's people that I have no idea like who they are that have read the book, and I've got big responses for them. But even though that, I'm like in some book clubs, so like Goodreads, I'm on like their website, and just different way, even Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, I'm able to share it with so many people, and the response has been so good. I just love it. It's amazing.
Well, look, you're a very talented storyteller. Let's get into book two a bit of My Daddy's Baby 2. And the subtitle of the book for this one is The Aftermath, right? So as you said, book one kind of set it up. Let us see some of the main characters. Here you have Raquel and Jermaine, both kind of grappling with the consequences of actions. And I think it's an interesting thing. I love the fact, what I don't get from you in either book, Charmaine, and I can talk to you about if you meant to do this, I don't get judgment when it comes to Raquel. Was that important for you not to judge her based on what has happened?
Yes, because she's young, and you know, and her mind is young. So it as an adult, we have to learn not to be judgmental, although the things that are happening in book two would make you be like, excuse me, little girl, you know what I mean? And even when it comes to like her dad. But yeah, for her, I was just trying to take a different road with that, you know, just so people could see the other side. Somebody who is not the one looking in, but it's the one looking out. It's
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I want to talk about one more thing, Charmaine, then we're going to let our audience know how to stay connected with you. The loving of self, right? I mean, I think that's important in book number 2. It comes out in book 1, but definitely in the aftermath. Um, why is it so important for you to make sure that a character like Raquel and even someone in our audience here understands the importance of loving themselves first and sometimes even more than they love other people?
Because you know what? It's important that we love ourselves, because if I love myself, I'm going to treat myself good. I'm going to talk to myself good. I'm going to say great things about myself. And if I love myself, deeply love myself, you can't tell me who I'm not. You can't tell me what I can't do. You can't call me ugly. You can't call me anything that does not edify my name. Anything that does not say I am great, I'm doing great things, I'm amazing, you won't be able to tell me that. I'm just going to know for myself that I'm good. Nobody can talk to me crazy. Nobody can even do me wrong. Well, they could do me wrong, but it's not going to affect me the way that they would want it to. That's the most important thing for everybody. We love ourselves. It's just so many things that can't happen or that we will not allow to happen because of how we feel about ourselves,
Yeah. Such an important point, and thank you so much for bringing it out. Again, everyone, author Charmaine Marie has been our guest. Great conversation with you, Charmaine. Make sure you guys pick up your copies of the books, My Daddy's Baby and My Daddy's Baby 2, The Aftermath. Both are available through Amazon.com or through CyrusWebStore.com. Charmaine, how can they stay connected with you?
So you can stay connected on my Instagram is Charmaine_Marie_Marie1. On Twitter, it's at Charmaine Tucker. And on Facebook, it's at Charmaine Marie 72. And LinkedIn is Charmaine Marie.
All right. Charmaine, thank you so much. Congratulations to you again. And thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it too. You have a great day.
Same thing. And we thank all of you for tuning in to this episode of Cyrus Webb Presents. Again, make sure you guys pick up Charmaine's books. They are great reads. They're entertaining, but also I think will make you think a little bit, as you can kind of tell from this conversation. Make sure you guys are following Charmaine online. And until next time, you all make it a great one. Take care.